こんにちは、ジャパニーズアーモのミサです。Hey guys, today I'm teaching you how to say, oh, your English is good, or your Japanese is good, and my Japanese is bad, or my Japanese isn't really good, because I think those are the things that you want to say. So first, a lot of people try to use the adjectives いい, good, and 悪い, bad, like 私の日本語は悪いです。We do understand what you're trying to say, but that's not how native speakers say. So don't say 私の日本語はいいです or 悪いです because it doesn't sound natural. Instead, what you want to use is 上手 and 下手. So 上手 is a na adjective. 上手な like 好きな, if you remember, if you want to say I like something, we would say something が好きです, right? We did a similar thing here and say something が上手です for you're good at something or you're skilled at something. So if I want to say your Japanese is good, I would say 日本語が上手ですね。日本語が上手ですね。Or if you're talking to a Japanese person and the Japanese person is relatively good at English, you could say 英語が上手ですね。英語が上手ですね。If you want to be informal, you'd say 英語が上手だね。So instead of this, we put だ. And the reason why we put だ here is because when you want to put ね, which normally means isn't it, after a noun or a na adjective, you have to put だ for informal speech. It's quiet, isn't it? It would be 静かだね。静かだね。静かな, that's a na adjective, so you get rid of na and put だね. If you haven't learned na adjectives or e adjectives, go watch my video for adjectives and you learn it. 静かだね. A lot of people put だね for e adjectives, but that makes you sound quite weird. If you say かわいいだね, that sounds very weird to us. So yeah, かわいいね after e adjectives, you can only put ね. But if you're talking formally, you don't have to care about these だ things. You can just say ですね for everything, like かわいいですね、静かですね, and everything. I'm not going to explain about this too much here, but if you want to say your English is good, we would say 英語が上手だね informally and 英語が上手ですね formally. Of course, you can change the language here. If the person is speaking French or German or anything, you can say フランス語が上手ですね、ドイツ語が上手ですね and so on. And this jouzu is mainly used to give a compliment to others. In Japan, it's kind of weird to say I'm good at something. Of course you can, but we wouldn't really use the word 上手. If you say 私は日本語が上手です, for example, basically my Japanese is good. It's not that it's wrong grammatically, but culture-wise, it's wrong. In Japan, being humble is everything. So even if you are super good at singing, you probably wouldn't really say you're good at singing, but maybe you just say, I like to sing a lot, or you can say, I'm in a band, or you can kind of imply that way, but you don't go like, 歌が上手です, which means I'm good at singing. 歌 means songs, by the way, so yeah, 歌が上手です is a bit weird. But if you want to give a compliment to others, so the person is singing so well, you'd say 歌が上手ですね. If it's clear from the context that you're talking about singing, then you could just say 上手ですね, like you're good. 上手ですね. You didn't say いいですね here, so be careful. If someone is doing something well, if someone is good at something, you never really use い, but this 上手. So I'm going to teach you how to say I'm good at something in a bit. So I said saying I'm good at something. is a bit weird, but if you want to say I'm not good at something, you can use this jouzu in negation, and it wouldn't be weird because, again, being humble is good. Dissing yourself is good in Japan. Japanese people don't like to diss others like British people. Well, not everyone, but in some countries, you can kind of insult your mate and stuff, but in Japan, it's not really nice. Just diss yourself, but say nice things about others. And also, we don't get sarcasm, so if you say someone is good, people would believe that you mean that. Unless you do it in a really obvious tone, people would get confused. So don't use sarcasms in Japan. So if you want to say I'm not good at something or my something is bad, you'd negate jouzu. Jouzu is a na adjective, jouzu na. So for na adjectives, we put じゃない or じゃないです。上手じゃない or 上手じゃないです is how we say I'm not good at something or my something is bad. So if you want to say my Japanese is not good, you could say 日本語が上手じゃないです。日本語が上手じゃないです。But since you're saying this in Japanese, people think you are kind of good. So you could soften it by using あんまり, which means not very much. But when using this あんまり, you have to use negation like あんまりじゃない、あんまりません. For example, あんまり美味しくない is not very tasty, not very delicious. あんまり美味しくない. So you can't say あんまり美味しい. A lot of people remember this あんまり as not very. So people don't put the negation at the end. But if you don't put negation at the end, this あんまり just doesn't make sense. So it's just a set that you have to use with negation. Yeah, so あんまり上手じゃない is how you say I'm not very good at something. あんまり上手じゃない。あんまり上手じゃないです。So, 日本語があんまり上手じゃないです is how you'd say my Japanese isn't really good. 日本語があんまり上手じゃない。So 上手じゃない is like I'm not good. But if you want to go for I'm bad at something or my Japanese is bad, so like completely bad, then we'd use the word heta, heta. And this heta is also an adjective. So you'd say something ga heta desu. Something ga heta desu. So you could say 日本語が下手です。日本語が下手です。My Japanese is bad. And you might hear Japanese people saying 英語が下手です。My English is bad. Or I'm not good at English. And you can use these 上手 and heta for other things like your drawing is good, you're good at drawing. We'd say 絵が上手ですね。絵が上手ですね。So 絵 means drawings or paintings as a noun, and 上手ですね, good at. So basically we say your painting, your drawing is skilled. You can put the verb like 絵を描くのが上手ですね. I've already made a video about it. If you put no after the verb, it acts like a noun. So 絵を描くのが上手ですね. You can do that, but normally when we can omit the verb, we just say 絵が上手ですね or 歌が上手ですね. And if you're bad at drawing, you say 絵が下手です or 絵が上手じゃないです。絵が上手じゃないです。絵が下手です。I'm bad at singing, so I'd say 歌が下手です。歌が下手です。And also I'm bad at swimming. Basically, I can't swim at all. I would say 泳ぐのが下手です。泳ぐのが下手です。We do have a noun for swimming, which is 水泳, but we wouldn't use it. In this case, we wouldn't use this 水泳. So we would have to use the verb plus no. 泳ぐの is like swimming. So 泳ぐのが下手です。So yeah, when you want to put a verb in front of this が下手です or が上手です, make sure to put the no. So 泳ぐのが下手です。If you want to say I'm bad at cooking or someone is good at cooking, you'd say 料理が上手です or 料理が下手です。So 料理 is like cuisine or cooking, but as a verb we say 料理をする, but you don't have to say 料理をするのが下手です。We rarely ever say this one. 料理 kind of can mean cooking as an actionality. And if you say 字が下手です, 字 means letter as in alphabet, like 漢字. But if you say 字が下手です, it means my handwriting is not good, like it's not beautiful, like it's really sloppy. 字が下手です. But if someone's handwriting is really good, nice, you'd say 字が上手ですね. 字が上手ですね. But there is something that you need to be careful with these 上手 and 下手. When you want to say like I'm good at math or I'm good at history, basically I'm good at like subject, we can't really use this 上手 and 下手. It's kind of like you're good at producing something. You're actually good at doing something. But when you're just solving problems and you get good scores on the test, then we wouldn't use this 上手 and 下手. We'd use 得意な and 苦手な. 上手な and 得意な are quite similar, but 得意な also has the meaning of being confident in doing something. Japanese people prefer hearing I'm confident rather than I'm good at something. So if you want to say I'm good at Japanese, I'm confident in Japanese, you could say 日本語が得意です。日本語が得意です。Or if you want to talk about math, you could say 数学が得意です。数学が得意です。Here you can't say 数学が上手です。I know you get confused because you could say you're good at math, but you didn't say your math is good, right? It's kind of the same thing. You'd have to say 数学が得意です。And the same with other subjects. You're good at history, you'd say 歴史が得意です。歴史が得意です。Again, because you're not really creating history yourself, rather you're good at remembering history. Of course, you can say something like, I'm good at teaching history, or someone is good at teaching history. Then it would be 歴史を教えるのが上手。歴史を教えるのが上手. That's to be good at teaching history. That's different because you're actually good at teaching. So 得意 means being confident in something and good at something. But there's this word 苦手な and it's kind of like 下手な, but 苦手な really shows that you basically don't like doing it or you don't like it and you're not confident. So when I say 英語が下手です, that's like, it's not that I don't like English, but I think my English is not good. Whilst if I say 英語が苦手です, I'm really feeling like I can't speak English like ever and I'm not confident at all. So that's 苦手. You almost dislike it. For example, I've drowned before and I don't really like water. I could say 水が苦手です。水が苦手です. So that's like I'm kind of scared of water. I'm not confident in being in water. I wouldn't say 水が下手です. That just doesn't make sense. Like I'm not good at water. If you want to say I'm not good at math, basically because I'm not confident and I don't like it, I would say 数学が苦手です。数学が苦手です. Here you can't say 数学が下手です. Of course you're solving the problem, but in math, there's only one answer usually, and it's either correct or wrong. And if I don't like vegetables, I could say 野菜が嫌いです or 野菜が好きじゃないです. But I could also say 野菜が苦手です. Then that's like, I'm not directly saying I don't like vegetables, but like I'm not really comfortable with it, or I can eat it, but I just don't really like it. Basically the same meaning. 野菜が好きじゃないです and 野菜が苦手です. You can also use 苦手 like that. when you want to be polite about it. For example, like someone asks you like, do you like sushi? And obviously the person loves sushi. And sometimes saying, oh, I don't like sushi is kind of awkward. You feel like you're dissing the food that the other person loves. Then 苦手です sounds better than 好きじゃないです or 嫌いです. So like I would say, 寿司が苦手です. That's much better than 寿司が好きじゃないです. Because maybe I even feel sick afterwards and it's not like I hate it. If I'm not really comfortable talking to strangers or I don't really like talking to people, I would also use this 苦手. 人と話すのが苦手です。人と話すのが苦手です。Yeah, so I hope you got differences. And jouzu is basically good at something, but normally use it about someone else, especially when you want to give a compliment. You can say, 英語が上手ですね。英語が上手。But you can use jouzu about yourself when you want to say that you're not good at something. So I could say, 英語が上手じゃないです。日本語が上手じゃないです。But if I want to say I'm bad at something, I'm terrible at something, I could say 下手. Like 英語が下手です。ドイツ語が下手です。So that's my English is bad, my German is bad. 日本語が下手です. It's like my Japanese is bad. That's very useful. And if you're a very positive person, you might feel like, I don't want to be negative about anything. But being humble is quite important in Japan. So you don't have to be worried that the other person will think that I'm very negative or something. Being super confident in yourself can be cool, but sometimes not easy to talk to, if you know what I mean. And then we've got tokui and nigate. So tokui is like you're confident in doing something. So you can use it about yourself. I could say 英語が得意です。Like I'm good at English and I'm confident in English, something like that. 料理が得意です。I'm quite confident in cooking. Like my cooking isn't bad. Like it's pretty good. 料理が得意です。Or 絵が得意です。I'm quite confident in drawing, something like that. Or 歌が得意です。And if you're not comfortable with something and you don't really like it and you're just not good at it, then you'd use this 苦手. So I can say 数学が苦手です。英語が苦手です。I'm not confident in English and I don't really enjoy it. Yeah, so I really hope this video helped you, and if you want to practice your Japanese, leave a comment saying my Japanese is bad or my Japanese isn't good. It's not good to make yourself really believe that you're not good because that can really affect your mind. But being humble basically is not a bad thing in Japan. So yeah, you can do that. And yeah, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up and see you soon. またね. Bye bye.